So, this is a video that I'm making as the recording of this. It'll be November 2nd, 2020. And I'm going to describe some of the reasons why I'm not planning on voting this year. One of the reasons is because we have two pretty miserable examples of candidates and vice presidential candidates. We have our current president, who, a lot of people do call him racist and stuff, especially with the border wall and stuff. I know that there are some black voters who would vote for Trump, but I'm not going to get into that. I would lengthen the whole video on that. A vice president who wanted to do gay conversion therapy with electroshock, or so I've heard. But also we have a presidential candidate who has done the crime bills in the early 90s that have locked up a lot of African Americans disproportionately in prison unfairly. And Kamala Harris, who has also, as a retirement prosecutor in California, has put a lot of people in prison for marijuana possession in the 90s. And for so much of, them saying that they're for racial and social justice, yet they don't come out and say, well, I was wrong on those policies, I think could affect them on the election. In fact, there was a video about a week or two ago about undecided African American voters who are not planning on voting for Biden or Harris. I don't think they'd vote for Trump either, but they do bring up some good points about what I've just mentioned. But I also wanted to talk about one presidential candidate that I think would have been a good choice for the Democratic Party, but the DNC twice have screwed him out of the nomination through the superdelegate system. Bernie Sanders was definitely one of the candidates I've considered voting for in 2016 and in 2020. And for all the talk about the Democrats wanting to abolish the Electoral College, they should first start with getting rid of the superdelegate system that unfairly chooses the candidates based on superdelegates, which is kind of like their own mini Electoral College at the expense of the popular vote by the people. And gerrymandering. Both sides, need to get rid of gerrymandering. Although I will admit that's not a very easy proposition, because both sides, one way or another, will defend it. And also, on a personal note, this isn't the first time that I have sat out an election. I have also done it in 2012 between then President Barack Obama and then Republican president at the time, Mitt Romney. Because I did vote for Obama in 2008, and I don't want to put too much of my own thing about why I voted for Obama. I'll make a separate video on that sometime. But Obama did things that made me not want to vote for him again. And Mitt Romney, I didn't want a Mormon in the White House. If it came down between a Mormon and a Scientologist, at least a Mormon isn't as batshit crazy as a Scientologist is. And in 2016, also, I think that was the election I did participate in, but I voted straight party Republican. I'm not making that mistake again. Not because I expected Trump to win, but I wanted the Senate to be kept Republican as a way of counterbalancing any form of rubber stamp legislation. I wanted at least some kind of balance, but yeah, that was a mistake I made, and I don't intend on making that same mistake again, like I just said. But anyways, I'm just letting you guys know that I'm probably not going to be voting at all. I'm probably not even going to have the TV on watching whatever, because I don't know who's going to win, and I frankly don't care at this point. But that's all I have to say for now. And probably make another video soon.